I'm Pete Emerson and welcome to BandDirector.com's video series on band instrument repair and maintenance. Today's video will focus on how clarinet tenon corks are replaced. The tools that you'll need to replace a tenon cork are, of course, cork. The size you'll need is 1/32 inch thick, which will take care of most Vito clarinets, and 3/64 inch thick, which will cover most other brands and mouthpieces. Also, you'll need a razor blade, a small ruler or cork cutting gauge, adhesive in the form of contact cement. You can buy this at the hardware store. If it's available, find the water-based contact cement. There'll be a lot less fumes in your work area. Some sandpaper, 180 or 220 grit works just fine, in strips like this if it's available, and either some wax or some cork grease. Okay, now we're ready to replace the cork. First thing we want to do is make sure that our cork track is nice and clean, that there's no remaining cork residue. Then we need to measure the width of the track. I'm going to use my handy little gauge for this. Then cut a piece of cork approximately 60 millimeters long. And the reason I have one side of my cork marked here is so I remember if the glue dries too clear, I can easily see which side of the cork I glued. Now, with the side I'm going to glue facing up, cut a bevel onto the cork. Now I'm going to take my contact cement, apply some to the bevel. Got a little too much on there, I have to wipe some off. And also to the back side of the cork. Always keep your fingers clean so you don't transfer any cement to the keys or any other part of the instrument. And glue the cork track. Spread that evenly. Wipe off your fingers and get any excess glue off. Now we have to sit for about 10 minutes or so and wait for the glue to dry. Okay, now that the contact cement is dry on both pieces, nice and clear, we'll take the beveled end of the cork that we cut, set it in the cork track, press it down, and slowly wrap our cork all the way around until it overlaps the bevel. At this point we'll take our razor blade and cut that nice and smooth. Now we have to sand it to fit. Okay, in sanding the cork to fit, first thing we want to do is use our sandpaper and sand that bevel until it's nice and smooth where it overlapped. Then we're going to sand a bevel on to the leading edge of the cork, making sure our sandpaper doesn't contact the wood or the plastic. So we don't want to be removing any material from the plastic or wood. And then we'll sand a bevel onto the back end of the cork. Check it for fit. Oh, that's a little tight yet. Now we can sand the whole cork down to size. Ooh, that fits just perfectly. Finally, rub some paraffin or cork grease onto the cork to lubricate it and help preserve it. Wipe off the excess. We have a perfect, nice looking tenon cork. Using the Bevel and Tenon emergency repair kit, we can also replace a tenon cork. Inside of our bag of goodies here are pre-cut corks that will fit most clarinets. Everything's labeled, so I'm going to take one to fit this particular clarinet. Like the other one, I'm going to cut a small bevel in it. And I'm going to peel off the adhesive backing. Carefully wrap the tenon cork around. Where the bevel crosses, cut it as smoothly as I can with a razor blade. And in most cases, the cork is ready to go. This one's a little tight. That should be taken down a little bit. But again, this is for emergency use, and it'll get you through a concert, or at least hold you over until you can get your instrument to a qualified repair person. Thank you for watching this banddirector.com video. Please feel free to contact me if you have questions regarding your band instruments. A link to Emerson musical instrument repair is available through the repair section of banddirector.com.